Hello and happy Tuesday. Today is Shrove Tuesday and tomorrow is Ash Wednesday. And I thought today maybe I'd just share a little bit about what those special days mean as we enter into what's considered to be the Lenten season of Lent, which is a 40-day period of time excluding Sundays between Ash Wednesday and Easter. So I wanted to share a Bible verse and then a little bit from a devotion about what Lent is and Shrove Tuesday as well. The Bible verse comes from Matthew 26, verse 36, which says, Jesus went with his disciples to a place called Gethsemane, and he said to them, sit here while I go over there and pray. Now, as we begin the season of Lent, we begin a season of additional prayer and additional time in preparing our hearts for Easter, kind of like we did during Advent between the weeks, the 4 weeks leading up to Christmas. So this is a similar time frame, but preparing our hearts for Holy Week and for what Easter means for us as Christians. Today is what is considered to be Shrove Tuesday, and some people call it Fat Tuesday, or if you've been to New Orleans or other cities where they celebrate Mardi Gras, it's the same thing. Some people also call it Pancake Day. So today here at Seward United Methodist Church, we are having a Pancake Palooza tonight from 5 to 7 if you get this in time. And if you didn't get the one call reminder, definitely come. It is a free will donation dinner. It's free. You don't even have to put anything in if you don't want to. If you want to make a donation, it will go toward our Lenten offering, which will help to provide food for folks who partake in FoodNet. So with Pancake Day, it's just a way that before Lent, many times what people did before Lent was to get rid of all of the fatty kinds of foods in their house, the sugary things, the butter, the cheese, the fat, all the good stuff that we all like, because many people give up these types of foods during the season of Lent. And so on Fat Tuesday or Shrove Tuesday or Pancake Day, whatever you want to call today, Mardi Gras, often people would indulge in all of those things they were getting ready to give up. And so thus those would be the sweet things that come before the season of self-denial and penance. And so tonight that's part of what we're going to do. Now, tomorrow we will have Ash Wednesday, and we will have what's considered to be the imposition of ashes, and we will place the ashes on our foreheads in the sign of a cross, and the ashes are made from last year's palms on Palm Sunday. So we'll take those palms, they're burned, then they're kind of blended up and mixed into an oil mixture, and the idea is that it's taken us from year to year, full circle, from where we were last year at Palm Sunday and at Easter to where we are this year as the seasons turn round and round. Now, obviously during Lent, many Christians will give up something, and often Christians will add something. I'm going to encourage you to do both. I each year give up something, and part of giving up something is not shouting and not telling everybody what you're giving up, because it's part about these are things that we give up, and when we're reminded of what we've given up, they should be things that should be a little bit hard for you. They're things that would draw you closer to God. So, for example, some people would give up, let's say this would be really hard for me if you want another truth, Diet Mountain Dew. And every time I want a Diet Mountain Dew, then I would want to pray, and I would want to talk to God and be closer to him as well. Now, I'm not giving up Diet Mountain Dew because you're not supposed to tell people what you're giving up until perhaps later, because you don't want to be like, oh, look at me, look what I'm giving up. So I'm going to encourage you to give up something. It can be anything, but it should be something that would be hard for you, that will draw you closer to God. Then often Christians will also add something. So perhaps something that you've not done before, a spiritual practice, maybe journaling or prayer walking, or I think I alluded to on the one call earlier today, you might add yoga. Add something that's going to cause you to stop and breathe and pray. It could be anything. I've heard of people adding all kinds of wonderful things, like reading their Bible every day, or reading reading some kind of a holy kind of a book, a scriptural book of some sort that draws them closer to God. And I've heard everything from giving up things like I won't fight with my sister to chocolate to whatever it is. So I'm going to encourage you to pick something to give up and something to add. And then during this season of Lent, the point is that you would ask God to fill you with himself every day. And according to our scriptures, the psalmist tells us that the Lord will satisfy the thirsty and will fill the hungry with good things. And we read that in Psalm 107, verse 9. And who doesn't want good things? So if those things happen to include pancakes or any of those difficult things, today's the day that you might indulge in those things you're going to give up. But I do encourage you to add something too. It's not too late to show up for Pancake Palooza from 5 to 7 tonight, or to come tomorrow night for Ash Wednesday worship at 7 o'clock in the sanctuary. We hope you will come and join us. There will be imposition of ashes. It will be a worship service. It's not a super long service, but it's a very meaningful service. And then following that service, we will partake in the wonderfully baked, yummy bread pretzels that the children prepared on Sunday for us, and they'll be baked fresh on Wednesday. They've been in the freezer, so we'll have pretzels and water following worship. I hope that as you begin your season of Lent, you think about what does this season mean to you, and how do you plan to prepare yourselves for Easter? What will you give up, and what will you add? I look forward to talking to you soon and seeing you later. We love you. Bye.